What's going on, everyone? This is a brand new Apple video. I know, I just did a couple this week, last weekend, all of that, but I've got another one. This one is talking about Apple's app transparency addition to the new iOS 14.5 update. It's starting a fight between Facebook and Apple, just because Facebook is complaining. Let's take a look at what it is, and then we'll come back.
See this. It's the new app tracking transparency prompt. It's a feature that gives you a choice. A choice on how apps use and share your data. Data like your age, location, health information, spending habits, and your browsing history, to name a few. This data can help to map your runs, tag your photos, or track your location so a nearby store can offer discounts. But some apps have trackers embedded in them that are taking more data than they need, sharing it with third parties like advertisers and data brokers. They collect thousands of pieces of information about you to create a digital profile that they sell to others. These third parties use your profile to target you with ads. And they can also use it to predict and influence your behaviors and decisions. This has been happening without your knowledge or permission. Your information is for sale. You have become the product. That's why iPhone users will now be asked a single, simple question. Allow apps to track you or not? Maybe you're okay giving an app your email or location so they can share your data with others to personalize ads or build a profile about you. And if you're not, well, that's what the prompt is for. Whatever you choose is up to you. But at Apple, we believe that you should have a choice. App tracking transparency, a simple new feature that puts your data back in your control.
So, as you heard, Apple is coming out with the new iOS 14.5 update, and it's actually already released. I've used it. It's awesome. Now, I will go over a couple things, including AirTags and unlocking your phone with your watch and all of that. But first, let's take care of this. So, this company, Apple, is releasing a new feature on their iOS 14.5 update called App Tracking Transparency. What this is basically, in summary, a way for Apple to help you prevent apps like Facebook, Twitter, and others from tracking you, or to prevent them from. So, for years, so I'm gonna go over all of these things that Apple has, is trying to stop. So, in this new update, we have the app tracking transparency. Now, for years, iPhones have had a secret set of numbers in them, and it's called the IDFA, the Identifier for Advertisers. It's your very own ID tracking number. It's used to help apps identify you and know exactly what you're up to on your phone at all times, regardless of what you're doing. So, take a basic phone user. That's right, you're a basic phone user. You have a phone and you're watching this video, and hopefully you can like, comment, share, and subscribe. Apple's iPhone has a specific IDFA for you. For example, person number 082906. Let's say you take time to relax, and so you use a meditation app, or you're in the mood to have a coffee out in the sun, so you use the Starbucks app. We all know that Starbucks has an app where you can get your stars, rewards, fulfill or put in an order, put in a gift card, payment methods, and pick it up. Those apps record your number. The Facebook app and other apps specifically as well on your phone also have that number. If the meditation app wants you to subscribe to its awesome, super cool, mega meditation services, or let's say if Starbucks wants you to subscribe to upgrade your experience with their latest rewards points, they can go to Facebook and say, let me let me advertise my products to user 082906. If Facebook has that number and it's a match, then all of a sudden there's a personalized ad from the two companies you have apps to just for you on your feed. Now, say both of those apps use apps on their feeds. It can use Facebook's ad network. Now, one thing to know about Facebook is that it creates a profile of you with everything from your likes, your dislikes, where you go, what stores you shop at, what you buy, and more. For example, it can actually have a store tell you what you should buy, or record what you buy using tracking pixels, which then let Facebook know. So it creates a public profile of you, of your address, the city you live in, your siblings, absolutely everything about you. Now remember, it uses your number to keep track of all of your other interests. So whether you like hiking, swimming, singing, going to the bar with friends, working out, recording in the music studio, whatever it is, or meditating or sleeping, whatever it is, they keep track of all of that. And they will give you highly personalized ads. Now, let's talk about iOS 14.5, because you're probably wondering, what is this fight and why has it started? It's actually started because of iOS 14.5. This iOS update, iOS 14.5, is an amazing update because it turns off that app tracker by default. If an app, like let's say Facebook, wants to track you using that number, it will have to ask you. If at any time that message pops up with the question to let an app track you or not, it gives you two options, yes, or even the other option. Yeah, no. More specifically, if you tap ask app not to track, then your Starbucks and meditation apps can't get that number and therefore can't create personalized ads off of you because Facebook can no longer provide them that updated profile. They already have a profile on you, but now those ads can't appear on your phone. Now future ads can't appear on your phone. Like if you add a new hobby to your list or you meet a new friend, they like to do certain things. Now those apps can't know that unless you allow them. Now Apple is giving so their profile is not up to date. Now Apple is giving these companies a small chance to try and plead their case to you, or as I like to put it, or to put it as simply as possible, convince you to let them track you. It has an area that explains what the companies will end up doing with your data, what these companies will end up doing with and using your data for. If you don't want any of these pop-ups at all, and you don't want to ever be asked about allowing any tracking, you can turn off all tracking. And here's how you can do it. So you can turn it off, and here's how. Go to settings. You can go to settings, privacy, tracking, and go all the way down, scroll down till you see turn off all apps to request track. This will inevitably end all of those pop-ups, and apps will never get to track you. Facebook will never get to create personalized ads from those meditation or coffee apps that you have. And those coffee apps will no longer get to create personalized ads on their feeds, or even, well, maybe their feeds, but pretty much not even, or even on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Because now you have prevented them from ever tracking you. Now, Facebook has a way to make money using you. That's right, you are its business. But instead of you being charged, instead of you charging you to use the app, it charges others, including data brokers, like the video said. If you remember that video in the beginning, it talked about the data brokers, to send you personalized ads. So it basically creates a profile of you and sells your data within it. That's where Facebook gets a lot of its money. You might be thinking, well, how? It's because when you text on Facebook or on Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or even Instagram, well, guess what? It's tracking. It's tracking you. It's listening to what you're saying, what you're talking about, your plans for the day, your plans for the night, what you and your friends keep talking about. Anything, video games, makeup, coffee, whatever it is. I know I've used coffee a lot, but it keeps track of that. That is what Apple is trying to prevent. So, with everything Facebook knows about you, that's how those personalized ads regarding nice pink pants, baby toys and clothes, and hey, even coffee appear on your feed by tracking you. That's how it's done. Now, Facebook isn't happy about this. Absolutely not. In fact, they released a Wall Street Journal ad, which hilariously said, quote, "We're standing up to Apple for small businesses everywhere. Many in the business community have shared concerns about Apple's forced software update, which will limit businesses' ability to run personalized ads and reach their customers effectively." Now, another thing that Facebook is not telling you is that, see, here's the thing. They're saying that it's not going to affect Facebook directly. But we all know they wouldn't be putting up this fight if it wasn't going to affect them directly. Because if small businesses can't track you, if they cannot run personalized ads on your feeds, on either their app or on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, well, really Facebook or Instagram, then that means that they're not paying Facebook to create personalized ads about you. Facebook knows that most people are going to resort to picking the "don't track me" option. Most of us are terrified of that, those of us who understand data, and even those who don't. They've even said that in a earnings call. But guess what? They also understand that their bottom dollar is going to be affected, and that's why they're putting up such a big stink about it. I am all about privacy. I think we need to have our privacy and not give it up at all. It is necessary. And I am happy that Apple is coming out with this. This is absolutely incredible because Facebook is selling our data internationally. You have people requesting from Facebook to give them the data that they have on them. Well, guess what? That comes out to 30,000 pages or more. They literally know everything about you, what dog you have, what time you walk the dog, where you work, who your coworkers are, what do they do for fun, what do you do for fun, what bar do you go to, what restaurants do you go to, what club do you go to, what furniture home do you shop at, or furniture store do you shop at, what brandings do you get. And they can even track what kinds of toilet paper, laundry detergent, dish soap, or even TV you get by the tracking pixels. In fact, your Amazon Alexa, like mine, can listen to you talking about all of these things. And all of a sudden, poof, you have got personalized ads. This will hopefully end it. And now Facebook is in a huge bind, and I love it. Now, I suggest that all of you, update to who have iPhones and iPads and all of that, update to iOS 14.5 and get this update now. Start not allowing apps to track you or turn on that setting by default. Some of you are okay with personalized ads and you think, yeah, I kind of want people to tell me what I should buy. But understand, they're not just creating personalized ads. They know where you live. They know who you talk to. They're in bed with the government. They're in bed with the Pentagon. This is a political channel, so I'm going to go this far. You can never, ever escape the government, especially with the help of these corporations. And Apple is putting a stop to it. And I'm enjoying that. That is really, honestly, incredible. Now, the last thing I'll talk about on this video, because it is very long, is the update also comes with a feature which allows you to unlock your iPhone with your Apple Watch if you have a face mask. It'll notice that you have your phone will notice that you have a face mask on, and then it'll tell your Apple Watch, as long as it is unlocked and you put in the passcode, that it needs to unlock your phone. A notification will appear on your watch that says it is unlocking or it has unlocked your iPhone, and then you can also click the option of lock. Lock iPhone, so that if someone takes it or you didn't mean for it to be unlocked, it unlocks it. It locks it for you. Now, of course, you have to turn on wrist detection. You have to have a passcode, and it has to be unlocked on your watch. This is a great feature, and I think during the pandemic, that is awesome. Another feature is for AirTags. I will explain what AirTags is in another video. Basically, if any of you have used the Tile app, it's exactly that, but even better. I'm going to talk about all of that, and that's going to come up soon.